So we're also at Storehouse today and visiting some of the charities and churches that are doing an incredible job at meeting not only physical needs but also emotional and spiritual needs of their local community. And of course, one of the great things about having these amazing organisations in our local community is the fact that we can also keep our support local. So we often hear about the fact that we need to buy local, support local. Well, I think organisations like Storehouse would absolutely love if they had a range of businesses that were able to also sow into their local community by providing pretty much food and basic necessities that so many families come in for Friday after Friday. I've personally seen how many families line up here on a Friday morning, and it just shows you there is always need in our local community, but so encouraged to know that there are incredible organisations and charities that are so committed to meeting those needs. So maybe you are in the local area of Wangara, Joondalup, maybe you've got some surplus stock, surplus food, whatever it might be. Let's support local, not only in business, but also in helping those families that are in our local communities too. So Stephen, you are part of Christian Revival Church who run this incredible ministry called Storehouse. How long has it been going? Tell me a bit about Storehouse and why it's so important and why CRC started doing it.
Been going now for 18 months, year and a half, nearly 2 years, around there. What do? We give food to people in need. No one has to, you don't really have to sign up for it. It's just come if you're in need, get the food that we give. CRC's heart, the reason we started it in partnership with MCCO and a few other places was just to reach the local community with food.
It's such a big thing, food. I mean, you'd think that there's enough organisations and charities doing it. I mean, was there a massive need? Were there people in the local area going, look, there's just not enough, or was accessing food too difficult? Like, why is it the food ministry side, why was that so important?
Well, I don't know if it was too many people screaming out they couldn't find food. It was just there were a few people that didn't have food, and once we started it, people just came in droves. So then we realized that there was a much bigger need than we may have thought. So at the moment now there's like 120 families a week or so, up maybe a bit more, sometimes a bit less, coming through, getting food. And I mean, it's just a real blessing to see how many people come in here and they're like, man, it's so great that we can have food on the table this week, or that we've got, say, pies when they haven't had pies, or some chicken if we've got chicken for that week. So,
but families are doing it tough. I mean, I think even talking to a few of the businesses around here, and even another ministry just up the road, you know, people are saying, look, getting closer to Christmas as well, families are struggling. I mean, this was a really tough year for a lot of families. Do you find as people come through for food that they tend to talk a bit more about what they're going through? Do you find people often open up a bit more? Obviously there's the physical need, but also an emotional need. I guess that a lot of them love being able to talk to someone about what they're going through as well.
Yeah, we do. Sometimes it gets pretty hectic, so people don't share as much, you know, and there's like 40 people in this small little room. But when they really want someone to talk to, everyone here is always willing to talk with them, and they know there's someone they can talk to. So there are quite a few stories or testimonies where people have come, they've shared a need, they've had family members in hospital, or people tried to do things they shouldn't to themselves, and they just share with us, and then we're able to, I don't know, just be a sponge to listen to, just someone to listen to, an ear to listen to.
That's often what you need, just often what you need. As we go through and have been talking to, you know, different ministries and churches, the need that they meet in their local communities. I mean, if you were to remove churches, charities, I just don't know how government will be able to actually meet that need, you know, and we've seen that over the last few years, especially, that churches, charities play such an incredible role in meeting physical needs, but also emotional needs as well. So in all of this, what is your hope for your local area? What is your hope for WA? Share a little bit about that.
Obviously with the storehouse at the moment, like one thing that's really good is when people are doing it tough, they come in, we've had a couple, they come in and they're like, look, I'm just trying to find my feet. And when they get jobs and they can provide for their families again, they don't come back. And that's one of the hopes, is that people can actually find their feet again. They get on their feet during this time. And then just reaching people, showing them that the church, that Jesus loves them, the church loves them, and that there's an opportunity. There's always someone to talk to. There's always someone willing to listen. We're here to give them food, but we're also here to give them whatever, like give them the hope, give them the joy, give them something to do. They have something to look forward to. Because I know many people come here and they're like, this is what I look forward to this week. I look forward to the Friday mornings when I get to be around other people. I get to see all the happy smiling faces. And a lot of people say they don't feel like a number when they come here. They feel like a person. And that's from most of the people's mouths. They say, look, I love the place because I feel like a person. You don't make me feel like a number when I come in here. I've got someone who wants to talk to me. I've got someone who's giving me food. And they're not giving me food like, here's your food, get out. It's, here's the food. Do you have any other needs? Do you have something you want to talk about? And that's more my hope, is just that people get on their feet again, and they get ready. And, you know, after all the nonsense we've been through the last couple of years.
I know. And I think even recovering from that, we were talking a little bit about what this post-COVID recovery has been looking like, not only for businesses, but also charities. And that really is the hope, isn't it? That people are a bit wiser. We're a bit more sensible now, that we actually treat human beings as human beings. We're all equal. We're all created with value and purpose and worth. And I think even for this, I remember, a couple of months ago doing Storehouse, I can totally agree. People are coming in, they're so joyful because they're met with people who are so joyful. And that would be my hope, I think, for ministries, even that run through churches. It's great to be able to meet an emotional need, fantastic and important, but you know, we have to be meeting physical needs as well. So this is just such a great way to be able to do that. So as we're heading into an election next year, your hope for WA, what is sort of something that you are looking forward to? What's your hope for Western Australia heading into next year?
Like when it comes to, say, government, and that people that are more aware of the people that are in the society, the people they're called to actually serve as leaders. If someone's a leader in government, they're supposed to serve the people, not their own needs. So that's more my hope, is that the people that are elected are more people focused and less agenda focused. They're less focused on, this is my agenda, this is what I want to push, and more, this is the people that I'm called to serve. These are the people that I'm supposed to lead, I'm supposed to help. And more.
Wouldn't that be a great change?
It would be.
Wouldn't that be great to be able to see people that have that mindset? Yeah. Great. Well, thank you so much for this ministry. Thank you for what you guys are doing, not only through Storehouse, but through the church, and just really look forward to seeing how this grows. And hopefully it doesn't grow. I guess that would be a good thing, right? The less and less families actually need these resourcing, the more families connecting into other programs. That would sort of be the ideal. But just, hoping it all goes really well for you guys next year as well.